focus on me, guys. Now you might ask, why are you introducing yourself as a full stack developer when you are working as a front-end developer for the past 2 years? Yeah, I mean, I don't know DSA, man. Come on. Now, how much? I got $10, then I got $85. That is like around 7,000 INR. I ran to my roommate's room. I was like, कि भाई कुछ किया नहीं, 7,000 मिल गया यार. तू भी करना, तू भी ज्वाइन करके तू भी कंट्रीब्यूट कर.
मुझे भी डबल कराना है पैसा.
ये स्कीम किसी अरे गहरे नत्थु गहरे के लिए नहीं है.
I don't know how many you are in cohort 2, but one day he usually streams on YouTube, like shared his screen and he was reviewing PRs left, right and center. And then I guess because a lot of people are watching, and then they would have gone to their friends and like, 𝗟𝗶 तो भाई $300 की बाउंटी देता है. तुम लोग कम से कम उस दिन 50 लोग तो साइन इन किए होंगे. तो which is
अरे बाप रे, ये तो धोती खोल रहा है.
गुड ना. $300 मेरा भी फायदा हो गया, उनका भी फायदा हो गया.
Next talk is Nimit's talk. It's going to be Nimit's journey, his contributions. It's a fairly good inspirational journey if you want to learn about, earning via open source contributions and, getting jobs, whatever. It's a fairly nice 6-month journey over the last, 6 to 8 months. Please put your hands together for Nimit, guys.
Hello everyone. Can I please have your attention? Like, we can solve the PRs later, and let's focus on me, guys. So, something about me. So, I'm a 2021 graduate I completed my BTech in computer engineering from Mumbai, 𝗟𝗶H College of Engineering. I'm a full stack developer. I don't know, good amount of backend, good amount of DevOps. But I'm working as a front-end developer at BrowserStack right now. Now you might ask, why are you introducing yourself as a full stack developer when you are working as a front-end developer for the past 2 years? Yeah, I mean, I don't know DSA, man. Come on. And I have various other interests as well, apart from coding. My biggest, I'm very passionate about cricket. I watch a lot of sports. I watch a lot of cricket. Yeah, so that's something about me. Okay, so this is my journey from being an average contributor to one of the topmost contributor at 100x devs. So I joined the cohort in September or October, whenever it was launched. I don't remember the exact date. I joined because I was working at 𝗟𝗶 as a front-end developer, and I thought there are many concepts which 𝗟𝗶 is covering in his new cohort 2.0, where he's covering a lot of topics, maybe advanced backend topics, which I'm not aware of, and I should join the cohort to learn those topics. So that was my motivation to join the cohort. And when I joined the cohort, I went to Discord one day randomly, and I found that this guy 𝗟𝗶 has won $500 for his bounty. And for another PR he created, he won $400. I could have completed this in 2 days, and this was a video where 𝗟𝗶 is in the Mumbai meetup, is talking about he's asking the audience who is the top guy in the cohort 2.0, and everyone shouted out 𝗟𝗶, and even he reiterated that. So I thought, पैसे तो सबको चाहिए होते हैं, थोड़ी validation भी चाहिए होती है. I wanted to get noticed by 𝗟𝗶. I thought getting noticed by you would be a good outcome if I joined this cohort and I could contribute. And of course, पैसा तो बहुत मिलता है यार, तो पैसा भी. Now, so this was my first PR. I'll go to, okay, I haven't even added the issue, I guess. So see, no one can go to the issue using this PR. This is how bad it was. It was to add these segments on the side of the video player, like how YouTube does it. So you can go to this segment directly if you click on this. So this was just a UI thing where you could click and go to the video, at the specific time of the section. So 𝗟𝗶 commented here, this should be toggleable so that user can close this, which is fair, right? If you are watching suppose let's say Kubernetes videos. You don't want that shitty segmenting to come at the right? You need to close it. User should have the option to close it. And being a front-end developer, this was a miss from my side. So I immediately added the comment which made this toggleable. So you can close that, and you can go to view all chapters. It will open again. So this was the fix that I made, for which I got $10. थोड़ा कम नहीं है. Okay, and then this was when I saw $10 तो कम लग रहा है, but when I went here, there were some follow-ups, like the overflow auto was added to the top div, where it should have been a max width of 70 VH. Overflow auto तो add कर दिया भाई, पर how will it overflow? You need to have a max height, right? So I think 𝗟𝗶ৃ himself added that max height, and then also added the max height so that it can scroll if the segments increase too much in size. So ठीक है, $10 ठीक है, मैंने तो आधा ही मेहनत किया, आधा तो उन्होंने किया है. Okay, this was my first PR, $10. This was my second PR. So I added the option. If you go to app.100xdevs.com, you have the option of marking the video as complete, right? It will then tick for you. So this was the first contribution I made to fix that thing. What I did was, I had added the user progress, but this was a small issue where the videos there is a depth of videos, there is folders and then videos. So I assume that video I'll get on the third thing. So there will be one course, it will have one folder, it will have one video. So 3 levels of nesting, and I thought, this could be a problem, but again 𝗟𝗶ৃ said not a problem right now, but we can iterate it later. Okay, I am like okay, ठीक है. But यहाँ पे I didn't check कि भाई जो progress I am adding it is of me. It can be of any user. I just added सब दे दो जिसका जो भी progress हो. So 𝗟𝗶ৃ added, this is probably incorrect. Video progress is user specific, right? It should be user specific for your video progress. So again, I added, he had commented on Feb 4. I'm like, okay, I'll fix this. And Feb 6, he added a bounty. I think I missed it later. He gave me $75, which is a good amount, right? Again, in this issue, 𝗟𝗶ৃ had to go and modify a lot of things. See, if you can see, there are 5 change files with 165 additions, 42 deletions. So even he had to work a lot, even though he gave me a $75 bounty, which is very generous of you. But you could have given it a bit lesser, I guess. For now, how much? I got $10, then I got $85. That is around 7,000 INR. I ran to my roommate's room. I was like कि भाई कुछ किया नहीं, 7,000 मिल गया यार, तू भी करना, तू भी ज्वाइन करके तू भी कंट्रीब्यूट कर. तो मेरा जो रूममेट था वो जो रीडमी पे कंट्रीब्यूट करता, वो बोला कि अब मैं ना सहता भाई, तेरे को जो बेइज्जती हो रही है मैं ना सहता. तो उसने तो ज्वाइन नहीं किया. मैंने बोला मेरे को और पैसे चाहिए. तो आई जस्ट थॉट थर्ड PR करते हैं. तो थर्ड टाइम से चार्म, राइट? अभी तो सब सही होगा. क्लोज करनी पड़ गई, मर्ज भी नहीं हुई. इसमें क्या था, आई जस्ट ओवर इंजीनियर्ड द थिंग्स. सो देयर वॉज दिस very old issue which I picked up, and this was in March. So no one was picking this up. This was the initial issues which 𝗟𝗶ৃ had added on this issues tab, and I thought I had a skim of it, but I thought I'll do it later whenever I get some time. So this wasn't picked by someone else. Sargam, where are you? You said you are going to work on this. Why didn't you work on this? Very lazy of you, man. So many people comment, I want to work, I want to work, I want to work. This guy told, is this issue open? I'll be happy to take on. Issue was still open for 1 month. And I'm like, I won't ask for permission. Oh, even Ed Singh was working on it. He said, I am working on it. If you want, I will let you do it. Oh man. I also, it's quite simple, but you continue, I will do it quickly. 5 days went away, there was no PR. So I thought, let me start. I started working on it. So the issue was to add bookmarks to your video. So if you can bookmark the video, it will come to your bookmarks page and you can again visit that video. तो I'm like वीडियो तो कोई भी कर लेगा ना, वीडियो तो बुकमार्क तो मैं अलग से कर लूँ, सिर्फ टैब अरे क्या बोलते हैं ब्राउज़र के उसमें सेव कर लूँ. I thought bookmark would be like specific timestamp. So if I am watching a video at like I am at 1.5 hours, and if my girlfriend calls me and I close the window, then it should again resume from 1:35 even if I close the window. I thought the timestamp should be bookmarked and it should automatically happen. So it was a great PR, I must say. Like I solved a lot of things. So these many, I just kept adding some comments and he said, so I don't think we need this. We do need a way for people to mark videos as favorite or bookmark them, but bookmarking a timestamp seems over-engineered and don't think anyone would use it. I think everyone would use it. You were wrong, I guess. So I thought I'll do the same thing with videos instead of the timestamp. And that would have been an easy PR for me because I don't need to check every user's timestamp, which is correct, fair enough. Like, I think you don't have money to, like optimize database costs, so it's okay, fair enough. Then I contributed to the same issue with adding the bookmarks for the video, and then this got merged, for which, yeah. So 𝗟𝗶𝗸𝘀 said looks good, UI can be improved, but decent V1. Dude, I write a lot better CSS than you should not comment on my UI skills. And then he gave me a $75 bounty. You know why he did that and why not the previous PR? I had done lot more work on that PR, and that was like $200. He wanted to save some money, so he just said bookmark the video and then give me only $75, which is again fine, very good. I was doing good till then, and then finally there was a PR which got merged. You can see Michael Scott crying. I was crying the same way. Now users can see their watch history, so we needed a PR, like a feature, so that user can go and see this watch history. Like whatever videos you have watched, we need that. So I added a good, pretty PR, I guess. This was the UI I added. You have the option of removing a bookmark. You have the option of adding it from here, and so on and so forth. How much? Even $75. Dude, come out of like, give me $100, right? Let's just give me $75 is like, just come on, man, you should give me more now. Okay, fine. So these are some of my more contributions to the PR. Okay, so let's come to this PR, okay? So what was happening is, the code snippets weren't visible on daily code. No, this is 100x, this is app CMS only. The code wasn't visible there. There was a code which was visible on the Notion doc, but it wasn't rendering here, right? So what I did was, I just searched this library which we were using called Notion renderer block. Yeah, we were using this PR, this library. So I just thought of, like, I don't know why it's happening. I immediately got the issue assigned to me because if you go here, I immediately told I'm on it. He assigned me the issue and I started working on it. So if you go to this repo or this library, I just skimmed through it. I said, I don't know what is it. Here they have mentioned the default imports from React Notion X strive to be as lightweight as possible. Most blocks will render just fine, but some larger blocks like PDFs and collection views are not included by default. To use them, you will need to import the ones you want from a different import. So you need to import the same components from a different path. So I just went, okay, code is not properly imported from it where it should be. and I guess two things which we were using. I just copied this, pasted there. Then again they said, we note that we strongly recommend lazy loading these components, and they have given the code to do so as well. So what I did, Control V, Control C, Control V, and there was my PR ready. Did nothing, absolutely, like it was just 5 minutes of my time. Can you guess the bounty on this? $50. This I did today, loot liya bhai. Because I did nothing, right? I just copy pasted the code. But I guess $50 was not for me copy pasting the code. It was for how, like, we were facing issue with PDF not rendering, and this happened all in one day. So he assigned me the issue, I went ahead and solved it, and he assigned me the bounty that day, and I think Rookie sent it to me via account. So in one day it happened. So $50 is not for the effort you put. It might be sometimes on the criticality of the issue and how fast are you able to solve it. Initially, maybe while solving it, I was very fast, and maybe I should have taken more time, understood it more, checked for edge cases. But now I was pretty familiar with the code base, so I just went ahead and did it quickly. And there were some issue with the previous history thing where a carousel wasn't rendering properly, so I just fixed those. And he commented, no bounty on this one, you're rich enough. Which is nice. This is my first PR for which I didn't receive any bounty. Aaj loot lunga main aapko. And then this was another one. There was a skeleton and I fixed it. I got $10. I just added a UI skeleton, I got $10. The other one I should have gotten more, and maybe this was a free one, I guess. Okay, no worries. Yeah, I'll show the daily code PRs now. So since now I think 𝗟𝗶 knew me fairly well, I guess, I hope so, that this is a guy who just comes and contributes very fast, and I am giving a lot of money to him. So now I thought CMS is getting a bit boring. 𝗟𝗶 and 𝗟𝗶 have started contributing a lot. They are like my competitors. So let me move to another repo and get some more bounties. So this was a script to migrate data from Firebase to Postgres. So since now 𝗟𝗶, I think we were in contact now and we discussed this. I thought Firebase is not a good thing. We can add Prisma to it because everyone can contribute it. In CMS, we also have Prisma. So let's have Prisma here connected with Postgres database and just use that. No? So again, he asked me any reason to delete this. It was, I added it in the previous PR by mistake. So I just removed that. I thought it might not be needed. But then he said it's a good idea to have it, and I got $30 for this. It was a fairly small PR. I just added the Prisma migrations, and that's it. Not even removed Firebase, I think, just added new Prisma table according to the Firebase table I already had, and I just did that. Yeah, so somewhere I missed a Firebase backend call here. This again. So the first issues that I'm contributing to your new code base, they have some slight issues, but it's okay. I just fixed it immediately. So there was a Firebase backend call I missed, and because of that, something wasn't rendering here. So I just fixed that and, no bounty. ठीक है, कोई नहीं भाई. हाँ? No, this wasn't the. This is the next one. I'm coming to it. Wait. Then I received a big fat bounty, just like. Okay. So what I did, this was iterating on the why we moved to like the Prisma database was that we needed to have in-house auth so that people can log in, and Firebase was like, I think it's expensive. I'm not sure, but like it was giving a lot of issues. So we had to add a Google like a Nextauth, and we needed a Google provider. So I just went to the Nextauth library. I just went ahead and I added this as well. So Prisma adapter is given by Nextauth, which directly like syncs your Google Auth or Google, the things that you get from Google to directly to a database. It gives the whole it gives the adapter, it gives you the schema as well. You don't need to write schema, it gives you the schema, you just copy paste. There is an account table and there is one more table, I guess. So I just saw that, I thought this might be a good thing to add because we had, I think we also needed to add GitHub login. So I just added this, and this would be he added very smart decision using this. And I got a $300 bounty. This was around half of my 1 month salary. And this was nothing. This was mostly copy pasting code from Prisma, went to Prisma, just mostly new files, adding the copy paste. I don't know what is this. Yeah, this just I randomly copied, asked ChatGPT to write me a sign-in page and just added it. And gave me a $300 bounty. And why he did that? Because he was, I don't know how many of you are in cohort 2, but one day he usually streams on YouTube. He had come on Discord and he had like shared his screen and he was reviewing PRs left, right and center. I was sitting with my school friends there and I was watching it live. They were talking and I was like, bounty milegi bhai, अपना वो छोड़ो भाई, बचपन के दोस्त, अपन देखेंगे bounty कितनी मिलेगी. Then he was reviewing it, and then I guess because a lot of people are watching, and then they would have gone to their friends and like, 𝗟𝗶ृ तो भाई $300 की bounty देता है, तुम लोग कम से कम उस दिन 50 लोग तो साइन इन किए होंगे, तो विच इज गुड ना. $300 मेरा भी फायदा हो गया, उनका भी फायदा हो गया, बच्चों का भी फायदा ही है यार, बहुत अच्छी बात है ज्वाइन करना है तो. एंड फिर ये भी लिखा है, टू मच प्रेशर, सो मेनी पीपल वॉचिंग वुड हैव प्रॉब्ली गिवन 250. मेरे को लग रहा था $50 मिलेंगे, 250 भी बहुत था मेरे लिए, विच इज सही. और मेरा माइक उस टाइम ऑन था, तो आई वॉज जस्ट स्टैंडिंग, आई वॉज दे आर नॉट फ्रॉम कोडिंग बैकग्राउंड. So भाई $300 मिल गए, पता है तो 25,000 रुपए, and they were, and my mic was on. I don't know somebody heard it or not. Then I closed it. Then this was I think this is my best PR contribution to 100x for now. I'll take you through the issue. So we had normal like slides on that which had the course thing. He had needed to add code type, so he wanted to conduct code like coding contests on daily code. इतनी खराब रेपो पे आप कोडिंग कॉन्टेस्ट करवा रहे हो, वेरी ब्रेव ऑफ यू, बट ठीक है, मेरे को क्या है, मेरे को तो कंट्रीब्यूट करना है, बाकी कुछ ऊपर नीचे हो तो उनका मेरे को तो पैसे मिलेंगे ना. तो ही सेड कॉल आउट, वी ऑलरेडी हैव अ कोड टाइप, पता था भाई मेरे को. Then someone called Rashid said on it, like okay, and he started using Piston. Using Piston is fine, but 𝗟𝗶ৃ had mentioned somewhere, I'm not sure. Yeah, so he said, I didn't know Piston, I didn't know anything. I don't know where he mentioned the 𝗟𝗫 thing. Is it? हाँ ये रहा, we can use 𝗟𝗫 for this. Assume it is already deployed. I didn't have a clue of how code is, like if someone writes a code, how is it executed, how it goes to the backend. Sujit Sargam know कि Kubernetes में कुछ तो होता है भाई, मेरे को क्या है. I saw he asked 𝗟𝗫 देखो कि you should use 𝗟𝗫 for this. I didn't have a clue of 𝗟𝗫. I just went to their website and I figured it out, and I saw that they give a Docker file. You just need to run a Docker file on, so that you have a 𝗟𝗫 instance running on your local. You just need Docker, and then they give you some APIs which you can interact with and get so that your code gets submitted there. Then even Rashid had started using Piston. He didn't listen to 𝗟𝗶ৃ. He should have listened. Maybe we could have got that bounty, but he was like, मेंटेनर ने जो बोला है मैं तो अपना करूँगा भाई. बट आई वॉज लाइक नहीं भाई, पैसे कहाँ मिलेंगे, जो मेंटेनर ने बोला वो करो. तो मैंने बोला कि 𝗟𝗫 यूज़ करेंगे. तो मैंने बोला कि आई हैव स्टार्टेड वर्किंग ऑन दिस, तुम करो पिस्टन, मैं तो 𝗟𝗫 यूज़ करूँगा भाई. तो इसने बोला तो ये करता जा रहा है कि मैं कर रहा हूँ लैंग्वेज सपोर्ट, बाकी सब हो गया है, कोड चल रहा है, बस 1-2 लैंग्वेज और डालनी है, मेरा हो जाएगा। तो मैंने कहा ठीक है भाई, मैं अच्छा बंदा हूँ, तो मैंने बोला भाई ठीक है तू कर ले, बट देन मनी, इवन दो आई एम बीइंग वेरी like cocky about it, I had stopped worrying about money. I wanted to learn new things. I always wanted to contribute to new issues. Somewhere I would like get to learn something new and not the existing normal fetching CRUD operations. So I thought this might be something which I get to learn something very new. So I just commented that this is something where I think I'll get to learn something. So just building it out of fun and curiosity and trying to build it very robustly with a good looking UI, क्योंकि फ्रंट एंड आता है मेरे को ना, बैक एंड भले आता ना हो, फ्रंट एंड अच्छा था, I'll build it very robustly. And I also tell won't be stealing your bounty, तुमको मिल रहा है तो ले लो, मेरे को बस अच्छा कंट्रीब्यूट करना है, भले कैसा भी हो। बट मन में मेरे था कि भाई इससे अच्छा बनाऊंगा, मेरा मर्ज होगा, मेरे को ज़्यादा पैसे मिलेंगे भाई। Then he gave the schema as well. He was posting the issues, but I was like कि I shouldn't reveal anything. मैं अपना घर पे बैठ के कोडिंग करूँगा। I was working side by side. करने दो इसको जो भी कर रहा है, मैं तो करता रहूँगा अपना काम। Yeah, now comes सुजित here. ये बोल रहा है भाई मोनाको एडिटर यूज़ करो, क्या करो वो करो। एच सिंह भी आ गया कि भाई ये डीबी यूज़ कर लो। ठीक है भाई। Now even Sujit interested in working on this. Feel free to add me with you. Now you are very Sujit. You collaborated with that guy and not collaborated with me. Biggest mistake of your life. So this was just back and forth of just commented. Then I was like, सब करके 60-70 हो गया, अब बता देते ना, क्योंकि अब कहीं और आ गया तो, और मैंने पूरा दे दिया कि भाई अब मैं ही करूँगा, अब और कोई नहीं करेगा। तो I just posted a video of how things were working on this. This is a very big PR, very big this code, everything. So I think this got completed in 2005. Let me go to the bounty. ये सब हो गया बहुत like okay. So he gave me some feedbacks as well, which like you need to add back off here, right? So if you are submitting to Judge 0 and if Judge 0 doesn't respond immediately in the first call, we need to keep fetching it. So what I did was keep fetching it continuously. So 𝗟𝗶 to ask me to add back off here. What back off means is you incrementally back off more and more. So if you are getting the response within 2 seconds, you will double it. Like now I'll make the call after 4 seconds, then you even double it more, so that there is less load on the server, and it will give Judge 0 more time to execute it, so that in the next call you might get the output. So I added that as well. By the way, I didn't know what back off is here. I just went to ChatGPT and then I got to know that okay, this is back off, I need to add it there. So I made easy for 𝗟𝗶 to not again ask him, can you please explain what is back off? I went to ChatGPT or other AI tools to just understand it myself. If I thought if abhi kuch bhi samajh nahi aaya, then only I'll ask him like, can you explain me what is this? And I think he would have been very generous to explain it as well, but I thought like let's not waste his time. बड़े आदमी हो भाई आप तो. So this was, then he is merging this in, testing it locally, and will post the bounty post that. चलो मैं 2 दिन रुक गया कि अभी तो कर लिया होगा यार, तो मैंने डाल दिया कि भाई रुका हुआ हूँ. कितना टाइम होगा? April 17 to May 13. मर गया था भाई मैं तब तक. I was excited because this would have been a very big bounty for me. So I was excited for that. And then on June 5th, I got April, May, June, 2 महीने बाद I got bounty. And that too, what happened was we had another algo in our repo. And then I had to remind him कि भाई, please give me the bounty for this, even though you have created another repo. So I just did that. these were some of my chess PRs. I think we don't have much time, so I won't go through them. But I think I got some $300, $400 bounties from these two. And then one of our, those who came yesterday, I had a talk with Rakshit, right? I also follow chess and I watch the streams. So I knew Rakshit, who Rakshit is, and Rakshit reached out to me, who is the best chess developer in India, like, I guess. So he said great contributions to the chess repo, and then that's how we got connected. So like not even like earning money, getting noticed, even other people noticing you getting in touch with them is also a great thing when you contribute to open source. I don't know, we don't have speaker here, but I think here 𝗟𝗶𝗸𝘀 had mentioned somewhere. I think he had just blindly merged the PR and gave me some random bounties. Okay, and slightly major flex. This was at Delhi meetup to Nimit, second best person in cohort 2.0. If anyone know 𝗟𝗶𝗸𝘀, I know, and I think everyone knows he is the best person in the cohort. But I am good, like it was good to be the second best person as well. But bounty तो ज़्यादा मिली यार मेरे को, $1975 and he got $1925. So that way तो मैं कहीं तो आगे हूँ. And did I really get the bounties? No guys, I actually received the money, and if you contribute as well, you will also receive the money according to the contribution you make. But money should not be the only motivation for you. It can be a good motivation for you to get started, as how it was for me as well. But getting noticed by people, getting to know people, like being a top performer at this cohort, I get to meet guys like Sargam, Sujit, Vineet, Rakshit, 𝗟𝗶𝗸𝘀 himself. So that I think that was the biggest takeaway from me. That was my biggest win. Not winning money is a secondary thing for me now. The biggest win for me was to get in touch with them. Those are 19, 20-year-old kids who are doing way much better than me. Even though I contributed, but I still have limited knowledge when it comes to full stack development. These guys know Kubernetes, DevOps stuff, and I don't know what else they know. So that is a good, like, I am inspired by them, even though I'm way older than them. Yeah, this was my TLDR, and thank you guys.
All right. That's it for today. I'll give a small brief if you're thinking of contributing generally. I think he covered most of the things well. But high level, as he said, a lot of times priority matters a lot than, your actual code base. I don't know, when you're, assigning a bounty, it's a very random, moment. I think the same is true for, if you're ever freelancing. Someone needs something done very urgently, so they'll be willing to pay more even if the effort is less. For example, recently someone changed the UI of one of our websites, and I assigned $500, and everyone here was super angry. $500 for like such a simple thing. But again, that was something that was pending for a really long time. So if someone took the effort to do it, it makes sense to compensate them accordingly. But for your own learning, it's better to do changes that are highly technical. For example, the code PR that Nimit made, it will teach you a lot of things, both about this code base and otherwise. Jahan se actual learning hogi, I don't think any bounty is a long-term financial gain for anyone, but the learning that you get from it can help you get a job or whatever. All right. With that, thank you all for coming. This was great. Give yourself a huge round of applause as well.